Hey everyone, welcome to another exciting episode of the Velvetcast.
Hello, hello.
Yeah.
Hey there.
What up, everyone? It's been a while. It's been a hot second. Today I'm joined by your usual hosts, Sora and Josh.
Hello.
Well.
Yeah. What up, motherfuckers? We're back.
It's been one hot second.
It really has. So let's go over some stuff real quick because it's important to kind of go over and understand how the show's going to be formatted, especially because for the last 3 weeks they had a completely different show going on. So what's going to happen is this. For those of you who loved the Adventure Cast, we're still doing the Adventure Cast. The upload date for those are going to be now on Wednesdays. So you guys will still get your D&D adventures with me, Kawakami, Jackie, Small Spoopy Skate, Gang Mudo, Vron, and TheFabulist. And, so, like, did I miss anyone? No, it should be good, And you guys are still gonna get that, and then, obviously, for those of you who are fans of the Velvetcast, the podcast episode thing that me, Josh, and Sora do, those are gonna be back on Sundays. Which leads us into our next conversation topic, which is format.
Yay!
Yeah. It's so interesting, guys. Please don't close the video.
Yeah, not yet. But
give us a chance.
Yeah, we have a real fucking okay. So, as some of you guys who have been fans of the Velvetcast know, we do kind of keep things a little bit more free. But we decided to change some things up to kind of help us organize a bit better. And, you know, that way you guys know what you're kind of expecting every week. And, you know, it's like playing a finding game and trying to find your main. We're just trying to find our main, guys. That's all it boils down to. So what's going to happen is every week we're going to be... There's a reason why there's a My Hero Academia picture for the thumbnail for today. Because starting next week, we're going to be discussing it, like, heavily every single week. We're gonna, for those of you who are not members of the Discord, totally join the Discord because every Sunday we're gonna watch a couple episodes together and then talk about them during that episode of the Velvetcast. Because My Hero Academia seems to have taken the anime world by storm. Some people even argue that it is essentially Green Naruto. And some people would even argue that, like, in the landscape that was the big three, it looks like it's a big shonen contender.
Yeah, I would say so.
So
all right, but yeah, it's like we're going to be discussing this show pretty much every week, in addition to a few other things.
Yeah, which is so every week we're gonna start trying to do movie reviews too. Where we watch a movie with you guys, or we'll watch something of that sort with you guys, and then that's another thing we discuss during the week. That way, it kind of keeps our thoughts more organized, and you know, obviously, you know, it gives us something to all talk about at the same time. And then you guys will still get our little quips and stories, you know, after doing our review sessions of the episodes. You know, we're still going to be doing our general talks. So, like, you know, like if Anna happens to be in Heroes of the Storm, or if Doomfist happens to be a thing, or if you know, other things happen, we'll be talking about those in general chat still. So you guys will still have your general topics for the cast. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty much all the format changes. And, you know, just wanted to keep you guys up to date. Do you guys have anything to add to that real quick?
Well, as for, like, the second, like, larger topic that we'll handle every week, we'll probably handle something different each week, and we'll probably have you, like, put it to a vote for you guys to, like, decide in, like, the Discord or through some other method.
Yeah, no, that's the perfect. Yeah, I forgot to add the voting aspect of that. We will probably have 3 to 2 different options, and you guys will vote on it using emojis, like in the Amazing Emoji Movie.
Oh no, the Emoji Movie will not be an option.
Yeah, no, we make
it's
them
like
choose.
Triumph of capitalism. Okay.
Girl.
God.
Haven't you read Atlas Shrugged?
Why?
But
The Emoji Movie and Atlas Shrugged placed in the
They're-
same, like...
I mean, yeah. I think
Masterpieces
they're
of
both
their
about similar, levels of literature, right?
They have the same amount of cynicism in there. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. It's like after watching Power Rangers, you go to fucking Dunkin' Donuts. Because it's fucking... Was it? No, it was Krispy Kreme. Was it? Oh, I can't remember. It was one of those fucking things. Where, like, they had it at... Like, it was a crucial plot point. Had something to do with Krispy Kreme, I think.
I couldn't tell you. I did not see the new Power Rangers, unfortunately.
Oh, damn.
Not part of my childhood.
Well, I watched it because it looked fun, but
Was it fun?
yeah, I you know what? It was kind of trashy, but like I still enjoyed it. Like it was still a fun movie, and that's like it was more like Breakfast Club than Power Rangers.
Okay.
Wow,
Okay.
you're actually selling me
I'm
to this
thoroughly
movie.
unconvinced still.
Yeah.
No, don't get me wrong, it's not executed like Breakfast Club. It just feels more like Breakfast Club
Okay.
than actual Power
Okay.
Rangers. And as I go in to increase the volume of Sword just a little bit.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
But yeah, it's like every week we'll have a topic that's not gonna be, blatant capitalistic, naked greed. But well, maybe sometimes we'll talk about that kind of stuff because it can be interesting. But yeah.
Yeah, no. So yeah, that's kind of where we are, which leads us into this episode of the Velvetcast, episode 33.
Yeah, so we basically need to figure out our shit as far as what's the plan for. So when are we planning on throwing up these announcements of what we're watching? So have we settled on a date that we're gonna open up the options on Discord? Like, all right.
I figured we would do the voting. Like, so what happens is we do an episode of the Velvetcast, and then we have the votes immediately afterwards, and then we give them 3 days to do
I
the
assume
voting.
that we'll just figure out the options at the end of the cast, say them, and then we'll have it put to a vote on the Discord server or something of the sort.
All right, cool. And then how many episodes are we going to be watching of My Hero Academia?
I would assume 2 or 3.
2 or 3. This is going to be a while then, because we're starting from season 1. So that's 38 episodes of content. 38 episodes.
Because I from what I've watched, there's a lot of episodes almost feel like a mini arc of things that happen.
Oh yeah.
So I figure that the reason why I'm saying 2 or 3 is because I think if we cover mini arcs, that'd be the best way to handle the show.
Okay.
I mean, you could probably just watch until the mini arc finishes.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Given how the series is structured.
Okay. All right, let's do it. So then, what do we say? Next week we'll be covering episodes 1 through 3 of My Hero Academia, season 1.
Oh yes, and just to let everybody know, these conversations will be total spoilers. So
yeah.
Yeah,
be forewarned.
Yeah. Warning: I will probably put the episode numbers in the title or something.
Okay.
So that people know which episodes we're covering and stuff like that.
Cool.
So yeah, which also kind of leads us into what this episode's all about, because we each have our own experience with this show so far. You two have finished it. Well, no, Josh has finished it. Sorry, you need to catch up on some of it, and then I only got a few episodes in episode.
You see, I have not finished watching Hero Academia.
Oh shit! Also,
but no, go ahead.
Also, what was the title that you just used?
Hero Academia?
Hero Academia. Yeah.
Hero and then Academia.
Yeah, Hero Academia or My Hero Academia.
Oh, okay.
No Hero Academia.
So it's like what do you have to say? Naru ship.
What? Yeah, Naru ship.
Was that ever a thing?
No, it's not, because it sounds fucking stupid, and I don't understand.
People just call it shipping. So what's that Naruto show about? Is that the one that's about Boruto's dad, right? That's that show, right?
Oh, God. Are we actually going to start talking about Boruto? Because I've seen a few episodes of Boruto now.
Okay, Josh.
I could say
Josh,
some things about Boruto.
Josh, let's put that on the back burner. Burner. Because I kind of want to talk about it too.
Oh God, no!
We'll make it a an option. The first few episodes of Boruto.
Okay. Anyway, so My Hero Academia. So, Mitch, you've seen the first few episodes of it a while ago, right? Of the anime. I've watched most of it. I'm on like episode 20 of second season. And then Josh, you read the manga basically. Yeah, so you're way far ahead of us in many aspects. So
in certain respects, and but I have been missing some of the awesomeness of the anime.
Gotcha.
Because Hero Academia is done by Studio Bones, which is one of my favorite anime studios right now.
Like they are so consistent with their quality, like of anime, like it's just an animation, right? Like I can't think of an episode where it's like, oh, like this is clearly the budget episode.
I don't think it's that they're particularly consistent. It's just that they have some very good talent at the studio, namely Yutaka Nakamura. He was the one who did the. Well, spoilers for you, Mitch, but they're going to have a class tournament arc.
No, I'm aware. I'm.
Tournament arc.
They're going to have Deku fighting against Todoroki.
Oh shit!
Nice guy.
Oh fuck! Seriously?
And Yutaka Nakamura did that scene.
Oh wow! Okay, got it. So
he animated like the money shot, like the last fight in One Punch Man, and then the last fight. A couple of the fights in Mob Psycho. So he's probably like one of the big like names there as far as like people who do keyframe art.
That's awesome. Yeah, because that is such a and all those fights you just listed are just super well choreographed. So just directed. I don't even know how to describe, but whatever. They're memorable fights.
Hey, real quick, should we do a quick description of what the fuck we're talking about?
Yes.
Oh,
that one. Let's let people know what it's about.
Sure, yeah, that's fine. Go for it. Who wants to give their?
Can I do it?
Yeah, do it.
All right. Okay, so My Hero Academia is anime sky high. That's the best way of putting it. Because essentially, it exists in a world in which people evolved superpowers, much like X-Men. And there's people who have powers, and there's people who don't. But 85% of the world population has a power. And the 15% that don't are just referred to as something called quirkless. And then people who have powers have something called quirks. We followed a main dude named Deku, who doesn't have a quirk, but wants one who really wanted one, and he wants to be a hero, despite not having a quirk, which is super hard in the world of My Hero Academia. Without giving too much away, he finds himself enrolled in the Hero Academia, and
UA. It's what was it? I forget what it stands for, but basically UA is the top hero school. Basically, you have to get tested to get into it. So
yeah, and he finds himself in that situation, and he's either partnering up with some heroes or fighting against others, and it's a real fun romp. And I feel like it's one of those shows where it's like within the first couple episodes, like there's some really interesting stuff that happens, and how they turn the genre into an interesting situation. But like, if you guys like heroes in general, if you like shows like Tiger and Bunny, well, I heard that One Punch Man had sort of these same kind of ideals to some degree.
Yeah, it definitely has that kind of vibe.
If you like hero shows in general, you will totally like this. Big shocker, Mitch likes the blonde dude who can blow shit up. So
I knew you would.
He's so cool. He's so fucking cool, dude.
It's like Sasuke, except better. But yes.
Oh yeah, he totally is. Oh my god.
So basically, I'll give my own. I think I'm in the mood to give my own summary. So a loser otaku boy who lives in a world where everybody has superpowers doesn't have superpowers, but he wants to be a hero anyways, and eats like the #1 hero's hair, and he gets superpowers, except every time he uses them.
I tried. I was not. Come on, come the fuck on.
Damn, dude.
I spent all that time not spoiling the show.
I mean, I don't know. It's like it's in like the first 2 episodes.
All right, whatever. It's fine. We should want. We'll go for it, Josh. Finish it out. Finish it out.
But at the same time, it's like it's something where, you know, because he has these powers, every time he gets into a fight, he is like constantly hurting himself because he can't control these things that, you know, most other people are just born with. And Hiraka is sort of about like succeeding, you know, like a legacy in addition to, you know, trying to claw your way up from being nothing.
Yeah.
And I think it's that's probably like the main emotional thrust of the series that I really liked.
Yeah, definitely. Well, and I think the most interesting thing is that if you just if you were to just read like a plot summary of My Hero Academia, I feel like there's really not a lot that makes it stand apart from other shonen.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Shows.
I think
it really
is all execution. Yeah.
Yeah, just very, very solid and well paced, you know. So, and I appreciate the fact that like we are talking about a 36 episode adaptation as opposed to like if this was adapted the way like the big 3 were adapted, there would probably be at least like 70 episodes. I feel like by now, well, not 70, but like, you know, we would have at least 2 filler arcs, and you know, it would be. It wouldn't be paced nearly as tight as it is now. Like they're willing to take long breaks for the anime, like for chapters to come out, and you know, I appreciate that sort of Full Metal Alchemist-esque approach as opposed to milking out the shitload of episodes. You know, even though it'd probably make more money.
You see, I always thought like they did like a 1-core season for the first season of Hiraka, and then like a 2-core season for the second one, right?
Yep.
I have no real confirmation on this. This is just pure speculation on my part, but I thought it was sort of like, you know, Bones going and saying, okay, so we're just gonna like make this really short 1-core show to like test the waters, see if it's popular, and then if it is, we'll like make more. That's sort of like what I thought they did because, you know, it's been a really long time since we've had like a really big shonen series on the block.
At least a new one, right? Because like, I mean, 2 of the 3 big 3 were still running when the first season aired, right? So
like I remember when My Hiraka or Hiraka like first started airing, I didn't really hear too much about it.
There was some buzz, but
yeah, it's like I was excited to hear it was getting an anime, but I didn't think it would actually get as big as it seems to have gotten so far.
Well, I think it's also it's great because I think it resonates really well with the Western audience too. Just because like it obviously borrows so much from like the Western comic book superheroes, right? Like this is I feel like this is why it resonates with me, is because I really like, you know, I really like Tiger and Bunny, and I really like the Marvel movies and stuff, and it draws from cooler aspects of those and adapts into kind of like a, you know, a shonen style action show. I don't know, it's dope. I'm pumped to rewatch it for the first season. This will be my 3rd time watching the first season, but whatever, it's good. So I'm down to clown.
All right. I guess we've gone through like the synopsis so far. Characters though.
Oh shit, we're getting deep into characters. All right, well, Mitch, I guess this is your time. So who are your standouts so far? Obviously, you've already mentioned you like Bakugo.
Well, I like, because I don't want to. Here's the thing: I don't want to say anything until we get to the episodes themselves. But if I had to go like purely on aesthetic, All Might's the fucking best.
Yes, All Might is so dope.
He's so good. He's the fucking coolest. And I like Bakugo. Because like I like his quirk. I love the idea of his quirk, and I mean I know his outfit's stupid, but like I also really like it a lot, like because I've gotten to that point where like I've noticed this about myself, where it's like something could look aesthetically dumb, but like I'm like, oh, but but if it works in a specific way, I'm like, yeah. like I had that happen recently, it was fucking, I play Paladins, and there's this character called the Bomb King, and he's just this sentient golem that fucking throws bombs at people, and the bombs are sentient, and he's like, he looks like a cartoon character from the fucking like 1990s, like a villain from Static Shock or something. And like he just looks like he looks like he doesn't belong for every other character in Paladins. But there's something I'm like, yeah, Bomb King, and they fucking like, it's like he gets hype and shit, and he gets like, in my mind, that's kind of like that. It's like this weird turnaround with how the aesthetic works. And for My Hero Academia, I notice a lot of the characters are really well designed. I like that they do this really interesting way of how they do the costumes and stuff like that, which I thought was really fun.
Well, I mean, one thing that really stands out about Hero Aka is that all the character designs are very specific and unique.
Yeah.
It's not like you're going and watching like Sword Art Online where everybody fucking looks the same.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
The classic studio, like A1's, like generic character design, yeah.
Josh,
Yeah.
I also keep meaning to ask, Josh, do you like this anime because you're in this anime?
Oh, really? Guess who I am?
Are you talking about the purple ball guy?
No, I was talking about Ida. Is that?
Oh my fucking god, Ida! Yeah.
Oh.
I think I'm the purple ball guy.
I'm just saying.
I'm clearly like the invisible chick.
Yeah.
That's who I am.
I forget her name. I really shouldn't. I should know her, but
I think it's like Toru or something.
that will line up. I don't know.
I also like Tommy Wiseau. Tommy Wiseau in the anime is pretty cool.
The fucking Aizawa, is that?
Yeah, Aizawa. But like and that's the thing. I'm only like, I think I'm like, I was 5 or 6 episodes in when I checked it out, and there was just a lot of like really cool character designs, and I was really into it. Me and Gang watched it together, and I was getting like really into it.
What actually made you first want to watch it?
Honestly, it was because I kept hearing nothing but good things about it. And that's such a, I know everyone's like, well, why didn't you do that for Attack on Titan? Well, it's different, okay. So I got into it because a lot of our fans were really into it, and I kept seeing it on Tumblr everywhere. And I was working. I did the Velvet voices for Tenshika, who is a super cool person. Go check her out. She does really fun comics, but she's also a huge My Hero Academia fan. So I'm like, boy, I hope it's Tenshika, because we went through so many different artists at that time. I'm pretty sure it's Tenshika. And she really liked Bakugo, and I kept seeing art of Bakugo on her fucking blog, and I'm like, that looks like a cool guy.
I see. So Mitch watched it for the blondes.
Look,
Yep.
okay, he has a cool fucking power, okay? Fucking blow shit up. Oh, it's so good. It's fucking, it's a good power. It's like that's another thing. If you can convince me that a power is fucking cool, I'll be like, yeah, you know what? I'm down to clown. And getting into the series, the one thing that really, because if it was just Naruto, I would have been like, man, fuck this. Like, if it turned out that fucking Deku had the goddamn nine-tailed beast in him, I'd be like, you know what, fuck this shit. I already learned the lesson that some people are just born better to Naruto, or from Naruto. Some people are just born better.
I'm not actually, like a nobody. I was actually the Hokage's son.
God.
And I have this super special demon sealed inside my stomach.
Oh my god. Or Sasuke's whole deal of like, yeah, I was just born better than you. Which is funny because they never say it. They never say it, but it's heavily implied, and like
I feel like a lot of Japanese society just sort of accepts it.
God, because like that was Neji's whole deal. But the point is that if it was Naruto again, I would not have liked the series. But I love how different Deku is to everything else that you've been introduced to so far. Like, for me at least in anime, I love the fact that Deku is so different, and I love the fact that the series feel so different to standard anime, despite being a shonen title.
A shonen battle title.
Yeah, but it's all about execution. It's so well tightly paced. The characterization's awesome, and the character designs are endearing enough that you want to invest yourself in these characters. And I think it handles. And you haven't even gone to this point yet, so I'm excited. But once we see more of the other classmates, the ancillary characters, like I have a ton of favorites that don't have as much screen time, but I'm still interested in seeing more of them. And they handle a really large cast, I think, really well. So I'm excited. I'm pumped.
Yeah, no, I'm genuinely excited to start this next week again, and having like not only you guys to talk to about it, but also having the Discord to talk about it too.
Sora, I totally meant the question of like how you got interested in Hero Aka for you too.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So it was also just a friend's recommendation, just because like it's kind of that was that came, when did it come out? It wasn't last year. It was 2 years ago, right? It was coming out. It came out at a time where I was actively watching new anime. Like I think I remember that coming out the same season as Kisniver, if I'm not mistaken. So like I was like watching that.
That was around the same time.
Yeah, I was watching Kisniver, and then like and then I was also checking out Mob Psycho 100. I don't think that was the same season, but that was like right afterwards. Like it was like a bunch of anime just coming out. It was One Punch Man, then the My Hero Academia, then Kisniver, and then the Cabaneri, the Iron Fortress, and all I just happened to be trying to consume as much shows as I could that were like super interesting, and this one happened to bubble to the top. Now I'm at the point where My Hero Academia season 2 is like the only new anime that I've watched this year so far. Actually, I should change that. Besides Recreators, but yeah, I just happened to be lucky in that I got in on the hype wave right when it was about to peak. So yeah.
Okay, so I guess we can start talking about the show in earnest then. Discuss like the first few episodes. What episode did you get to?
Wait, hold up. Maybe we should hold off on that because is that not next week's episode?
Yeah, I figured
okay.
we would
Are
watch.
We going to just do the overview stuff for right now?
Well, yeah. So like this is especially for the Discord goobs who want to join us and watch the series. We've never seen this before.
Makes a lot of sense.
Like this is kind of like this is the pregame. Like this is
exactly.
this whole episode is to be like, hey, check this hype shit out. We're gonna watch next week, kind of deal.
Yeah, we're gonna dive into it. So yeah, like we'll figure out like a kind of an episode count, and then I don't know if you have any idea of when we'll do the Rabbit Cast, but we'll just watch those.
I was hoping to do it like right before the episodes.
Oh, okay.
So like remember how we did
Recreators?
Recreators, yeah.
Yep.
Because that way it's super fresh in the mind and everything.
It'll be a really interesting experience for me because I actually didn't watch most of the anime. I watched bits and pieces.
Oh, gotcha. That's right, because you read it.
Yeah.
So you've read all. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. So interesting to see what you think of it. Yeah.
One interesting thing about the manga is that the artist for My Hero Academia actually was not a manga artist by training, but was an illustrator.
Interesting.
So he when he first starts out, it's like a lot of really heavy duty cross hatching and really detailed work, versus in manga where because of just the nature of serialized art, you can't afford to go in and work so hard on these minute things, and it gives the manga a very different look. And I feel like a lot of that, the atmosphere that establishes, comes through in the anime, I guess, where it feels distinct in translation from manga to anime from other things that are coming.
Yeah, I've heard people compliment the fact that the anime was able to retain as much of the art style of the manga as it did, right? Because I do feel like, you look at, I feel like, well, maybe it's just because it's on my mind, but you look at the manga for Death Note and you watch the anime, it's I really like the anime, it's great, but there is something missing because that particular art style is so finely detailed, you lose a lot in translation when you adapt it to an anime. But I feel like with My Hero Academia, maybe it's just because of the art style, or whatever, but somehow it does, like, and from the I'm the reverse of you basically, Josh. Like I've read choice moments of the anime. I've read the choice chapters basically. It's like a lot of the tournament arc fights I've read the manga for, and I was surprised to see how much was kind of 1-to-1 in terms of like keyframes, you know. And
you see, actually, the initial reason I got into Hiroaka was because I really, really enjoyed the scanlation for the manga. Because the team who works on like translating it to English is really, really passionate about the project.
Gotcha.
Like after each chapter, they'll go through and like pretty much like deconstruct how all of the names for the characters work, and all of the character names are pretty much like Japanese puns.
Of course
they'll
they are.
pretty much like deconstruct the pun, explain everything to you, and then they'll try to like figure out what's like an English sounding name that you would be able to use that might sound, you know, might be like equivalent, I guess. And
Sure.
then, you know, they explain all of this like Japanese language stuff in like these pages after the chapter, and it's like, man, this is a lot of effort that you're putting in for pretty much free for everybody.
Yeah, it's dope.
It's probably one of the reasons why I'll, you know, like always like, you know, scanlation to a degree, even though it's in that legal gray zone.
Mm.
Just because, you know, there is a lot of passion out there, and most of these people are not doing it for money. Most of these people are just doing it because they like this stuff.
Right.
But yeah, let's see. Any other thoughts on Hiroaka, guys?
No, I think I pretty much covered my end of it.
Anyone who knows me knows that heroes are like my favorite fucking thing. So yeah, get ready. You know what the funny thing is? I was just at a like a small Comic-Con. Which is dumb. I don't know what they even call it. I think they called it like the local place Comic-Con or whatever. And it's funny because like it's this weird thing where like I bought this fucking poster of Doctor Doom, this framed poster of the comic he came from. I'm like, yeah, and the entire time I'm there and I see all these different comic covers and stuff, especially because a lot of the times when you go to these things, they have like older comics there. And I kept thinking to myself, like, man, you know, admitted, like, I looked at one of them, and one of the comic covers almost looked a little bit like All Might, and I'm like, God damn it, I really need to keep watching the series. So I'm really happy that this was the plan that we chose to do, because I really want to finish this show.
Yeah, man, let's fucking do it.
Hell yeah, hell fucking yeah. So yeah, that covers the big chunk of the little pregame to what's going to start happening as of next week. Was there anything else we kind of wanted to talk about this week? I know this is supposed to be this was a very last minute kind of decision.
Well, you know, we just need to get back into the swing of things, because honestly, it has been a while since the three of us have, you know...
Yeah, it's been like 2 months.
Talked. Yeah.
It's been 2 months, man. I mean, you guys are... Speak for your guys' self. You guys might be a little rusty. I've been doing the adventure cast for like the last 3 weeks.
I've been rocking it, dude. Yeah, well, I mean, you know, with Josh being out of the country and me being swamped with work, it's just I feel like I've been out of the channel goings-ons for these past few weeks.
You guys are fine. You guys are fine. Don't worry about it. I know sort of that things have been really heavy on your end, and Josh, it was like there was literally a 12-hour difference.
Yeah.
Like we would have had to start the cast in the morning or at night for either of us. So yeah, you're fine. I'm just.
You know, I could just wake up at 8 a.m. to do the.
and then it's just a bunch of heavy cussing.
Well, I could wake up at like 7 a.m. and then like start the cast at 8.
Jesus. I guess I will say it is good to have you guys back on the show. As much as I like the adventure cast, and not to say I don't like the adventure cast, because we're continuing it, but it is nice to have this format of things again.
It's a different thing.
Yeah. But is there anything else we kind of wanted to discuss real quick before, like, I mean, this kind of episode kind of feels like it's just kind of the precursor to bigger and better things. It's when like Final Fantasy 15 came out and they had like that like demo where it, like and it gave you shit in the main game. That's what we're doing right now.
Yeah, kind of.
The platinum demo. We're doing the platinum demo.
Yeah, I don't really have anything else besides like I just have like a few random topics that I could throw out there. But like if we want to just keep this as like, hey, this is our plan. We're gonna watch My Hero Academia and we're gonna watch other shit. Then we can cap it off here if we want. But
yeah, actually, yeah. No, that sounds good actually. Josh, you okay with that?
Sounds good to me. I don't have any, like Blade Wolf style mini boss fight ready for you. So yeah, this demo seems like.
What are you talking about? This was the mini fight. We weren't gonna do one today, and you were like, "No, we're doing one today." I'm like, "Okay."
No, it's good. I think it's a good idea.
No. This turned out great.
Take that rust off.
All right, well then I'm gonna do the quick end bit card here, and then we'll sign off for today. Also, real quick reminder, guys, I cannot emphasize this enough. We are not doing an episode of Persona tomorrow. I got a message about it today, and I need to keep reminding you guys. Tomorrow, I'm not going to be here, so there's no episode of Persona 5 tomorrow. You guys are getting something tomorrow, but you guys aren't getting Persona 5. I'm gonna upload a compilation video. I think was the plan for tomorrow. But like, I just want to emphasize it, and I cannot. I'm sorry, but I can't do it. There's some stuff that came up on my end, and I need to attend to it. Nothing too bad, but just wanted to emphasize that there is no episode of Persona 5 tomorrow. Sora, are you doing your show this week?
I am. Yes.
Okay. Cause you know what we could do now that internet connection is more stable.
Oh, dude! If we could play some fucking BlazBlue, I would be so delighted.
All right, yeah, I will make the time and make sure because like now that we have the most solid fucking connect, because I've been checking the status of this stream and it has not faltered once.
That's awesome. That's I'm really happy that you were able to figure that out. I'm happy for you.
Oh hell yeah! I was checking out the footage for the status stream from last week, and it's all everything's great. We're doing fine.
Cool.
And speaking of Saturn streams, if you guys have any game suggestions that I should play, because clearly Guardians of the Galaxy was not a good idea, let me know, because I'm in the mood to play I want to kind of follow your lead there, Sora. Like you played Dishonored 2, and that's like a series. You do a lot of series for your streams, and so I kind of want to do something like that, but I just don't know what to do.
Gotcha.
And I'm actually thinking about playing. I wanted to play 15 for a little bit, but then I realized that we already kind of did that on the show, and I didn't want to,
rehash it.
Well, disrespect it in a way.
Yeah, sure.
And so like I want to do something, but like let me know if you have any suggestions, guys, because I'm always down to clown. But yeah, if you guys haven't liked this video already, give it a like. It does tell us what kind of series that we should be emphasizing more of. If you haven't subscribed already to the channel, hit that subscribe button, because then it lets you know when we have new cool stuff. Josh is telling me that I need to emphasize pushing the bell.
Is the bell so we're still in the midst of the bell controversy. That's you need to click the bell to get notified. So apparently the way I use YouTube is not the same way other people do. I just go straight to my subscriptions anyways. I've never clicked on the bell. I just go straight to my subscriptions. But apparently people don't normally do that. So getting the bell will notify you when we have a new video up.
Well, I guess the idea.
You know what? I'm gonna click the bell on my personal channel. There we go. I just did that. There you go.
I guess the idea is that like people are subscribed to so many different channels because there's like millions of them that like.
Granted, I do have those kinds of problems too because like I'm subscribed to a lot of different channels, so some days my subscription box will just be filled with like 20 videos from like Brookings Institution that are like 20-minute long, like
I guess that makes
discussions or something.
Especially if you're like subscribed to like a mega channel that like has like Geek and Sundry has like like 10 different series going out at a time, and that could quote unquote clog your subscription feed, I guess. But
yeah, no, that makes sense. Anyways, guys, if you go hit the bell, I guess
hit the bell. Hit the bell.
Only if you want to.
I'm not gonna push you to do it because I don't do it myself. So
we're just reminding you that it's an option that if it seems good to you, do it.
This is a very convoluted reminder.
Yeah. This is a weird one where it's like where I like to imagine that someone's hovering over it and like, but we keep contradicting ourselves.
We're just talking them down super hardcore.
Clicking on the bell may delete your YouTube channel. I'm not sure.
I've never done the bell. I've never done the bell.
It's a coin flip. It's a coin flip.
It's like I think we should legalize the bell. I don't partake in the bell.
I'm pretty sure.
Hell yeah.
But if it was legalized, then I would partake in the bell.
Is actually like the results of that are like fake news. So
Jesus. Okay, let's end the episode. Also, if you haven't joined our Discord, we do have a Discord where clearly, I mean, we've said it like 5 or 6 times in this episode alone. If you have not joined the Discord and you want to have a small community of people that are super supportive and are super cool, and we do dumb things like play games and watch anime together, then totally come join the Discord. We also have a Tumblr for highlights. Gangwidow likes me to push the Instagram. We have an Instagram too, I guess. And yeah, so I guess that's the end of the episode. So
cool.
Next time on the Velvet Room. I don't know what the next video is. It's either Paper Mario or the Velvetcast.
Yeah.
So yeah, catch you guys later.
Later.
Cool. Have a good night, guys. Thanks for listening.